Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mahomes now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. As you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career in Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season in Oklahoma.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. And Charles, the big story of the week leading up was not really about the players, but about their head coach looking to tie Bill Belichick with a 6th Super Bowl title.
And something that just keeps coming back to me is something you said during the week leading up to this one, partner, how he continues to reinvent himself as a coach. You mentioned it's not just the X's and O's. You like the way he relates to his players, and you think that makes him special. And I think that you're right. We've seen it through the years. Each team is different. He gives them the right game plan and knows how to read each team to not only just get them to the big game, but to try and win it as well. And they've done a lot of that. As you mentioned, trying to win his 6th Super Bowl title.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch in the Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. Now a run up the middle of Washington. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, Washington. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try to run forward Barkley. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Barkley. will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead it 7-zip. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mack. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Powers through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second down and 4. Now here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Now Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
No, man, come on.
And this will be incomplete.
And
Yeah,
here,
you
you're
got him
down in
for
the
the
red
ground.
zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And now another one thrown incomplete. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured chief on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Oh.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Up the middle they go, Washington. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. Throwing is Hurts. That escapes the sack. Escaping the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hurts. Flushed out right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. The biggest game, the biggest stage, Super Bowl 63. 2nd quarter action about ready to start here. Super Bowl 63. Brandon Gardner alongside Charles Davis bringing you all the action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, yeah.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity. a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense ready to go again. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Staying on the ground with Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 52 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game,
and the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. On 1st, here's Washington. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Fighting his way through contact. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in his first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 17-3. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
27 yards there, a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Little short pass here complete to Mack. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. It's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Mahomes again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The offense takes the... Turn our attention to Saquon Barkley, and he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Hurts to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And how about this, a fake?
Yeah,
and this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. They'll look to throw again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Eagles are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A drive that time of 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here comes Kansas City. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
He gets this one to Mechie. Had a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. And powering through at the 35. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Hurts thrown in, taken in by Smith. And he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. The Eagles were led in the first half by their dynamic quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hey.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Second down, here's Hurts. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
This is taken at about the 14. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Hurts throw complete to Smith. And he...
Hey. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You just got home?
Yeah, I got home, took off my scrubs, fed the boys.
No.
Now I'm getting ready to try to feed myself.
Oh, okay.
And decide what I want to do.
Yeah, I ate the pork chop just like an hour ago.
I think I'm going to make. I want to make the kebab, but I don't have a salad. Oh, yes, I do. Look at that. Look at you. Yes, I do. Yeah, so I'm going to make a few kebabs here for myself.
Nice.
Kebabs. I'm going to make a kebab.
You have it with the salad?
Uh-huh. Salad, kebabs, and a little bit of rice. I saved some of the rice for myself.
Nice.
Nice. How was your day?
Good. Had the lady had to call 911 for. Well, they called 911.
Right.
After that, it was
exciting after that?
no, it was kind of smooth sailing after that.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah, so 45 days. Tawana's coming out here next week.
Yeah, I was going to ask when she's going to be there, because she
So,
sent you guys an email. She's coming to the West, but...
well, yeah, it was her auto reply. So she never officially told us. It was just her auto thing that spit back when I sent out the incident report. Hers is the one that came back and said, I'll be out of the office. Travel to the West Coast.
Okay, traveling to the West Coast, so she's going on vacation?
No, to visit sites and do walkthroughs. She said.
Oh.
Yeah. She'll return back 9/20.
Oh, wow, so she's going to be out here for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, but nobody's more frustrated than her. She's going on all these paid trips.
So frustrating to travel
And,
to the West Coast, where everything is awesome.
where she's in North Carolina. Her own country there. I need to get a new pair of clippers. Or maybe, do you think you could fix the old ones that I got? If we get your screwdriver and maybe take it apart and readjust the inside. Because I think it no, the blade part needs to be replaced. But I wonder if we would take the one off and put it on there. If that'll help.
I was going to say, you give me a little too much credit sometimes. I'm not going to fix anything.
Well, it's just on some screwdriver shit. Like, you unscrew the clippers, the blade, because that one's chipped on the ones that used to cut my hair, like, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And then the ones that I bought from Walmart, they suck.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking maybe if we take the blade off of that one, put it on the old one, maybe it'll work. That's all.
Inside the 49 point to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And the first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4.
I have zero rooting interest in
Superbowl.
either team in this game. I only want a good game.
Oliver until
But
he's
with all
done
the offense we've seen from
with
them
his food,
tonight,
just so he can
it's
lick
kind
the
of nice to see
bottom
the
of his
defense
plate.
step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. It's Barkley on the counter. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last
today? You
run,
had a
it
ham
looks
and
like
cheese
we have a
sandwich,
player
Howard?
who was shaken up.
Smell it.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
I know.
Leave me alone.
Please leave
Eluding
me
the
alone.
pressure right. A beautiful fake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Bird's dangerous when he runs that football, and he's got a first.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
If you go to the
76 yards for him on the ground
fight
now.
night,
He has been a
Kevin
tough
Hart,
man to bring down all night.
got a bunch of
Lots of
actors
plays
in it.
on
I
this
was
drive,
trying to
obviously.
watch it.
I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up
It's a
front are
series,
getting it
right?
done.
Right, it's like that's what they
Yeah, I
do.
saw that.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw the
dominating
commercials
right
for
now
it.
on this drive.
Right.
Yeah.
They
It
keep
seems
it with
like that's what
Barkley on
Hollywood's
first down.
doing now.
And
They're
he'll
taking
take it
movies and
into the
breaking
end
them
zone
down.
for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running
That's what I was
away
about to
with
say,
this
the way
Super Bowl.
people consume.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then
And
one
like
play
movies are
later,
getting
he's
so
in the end zone.
long.
Brandon, what I
Right.
liked about that
That's
sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum, a nice hard charging
We'll call it
run,
a series.
give
We'll
it
call it
right
a
back
series,
to
give
him,
it like
and let
8
him cap
episodes.
things off.
So probably it's a series that way too.
So limited series.
Wow. Welcome to the
Elliott
future.
good on the extra point,
Movies are
and the
going to be
lead
like
grows
this.
even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Movie theater.
Yeah, the movie theaters anyway.
Yeah.
I remember back in our day, we used to actually go to the movie theater. He was like, what's that? What's a movie theater?
Now
Yeah.
after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to
Yeah,
kick
it
it
was like
away.
the drive-in. They're like, what's a drive-in?
Right.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back
When I
on
came
the
out here in
field.
03
But
and
we're
I
still
heard
in the
about
3rd
they
quarter,
have
so there's some
one
time
right there
to kind
where
of
the
clean
gas
this up and
station
make it look
is.
more respectable.
That's
Now,
it.
a win, that's
On the
probably
telephone.
gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you
Right there
look at
where,
this as a time to just
inside the
improve and maybe start to
Yeah.
look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to
The
grasp
first time
onto
I ever
until the
got
clock
that was
runs out.
the drive-in.
But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
Oh, yeah?
This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Mahomes. This is complete to Hawkins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Right.
3 quarters in the books. 1 to go here in Super Bowl 63 in that final frame after this timeout. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Time to get down to the nitty-gritty, the 4th quarter here of Super Bowl 63. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. John Mechie, 54 yards. And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley, and he'll be out right at the 35. 94 yards rushing for him now, a big part of why they lead in this Super Bowl. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
S just didn't help.
They run from the shotgun with Washington. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there.
It's called Land of Bath.
No, I didn't see that.
It's with Russell Crowe, Liam Hemsworth. It's on Netflix. I wanted to watch it with you.
Okay.
So it's on my list, but I haven't watched it. I'm like, this is something I would want to watch with you. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just this there. And then there's another series. It's called Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
It's a martial arts expert arrives from China, 19th century San Francisco, where he was a powerful crime family and confronts rival Chinatown gang.
All right, we could try to watch that. T tried to have me watch that a while back. I watched like 1 episode, and then I didn't finish it, but it looked like it was going to be.
Because there's a bunch of shit like I'll watch myself, but there isn't a lot of stuff that we can watch together. So it's like trying to find stuff that we can watch together. You know? So like sometimes we don't know what to watch. You know?
Well, isn't Power? No. One in
Not
English.
yet. We have to wait like another 3 weeks or 4 weeks.
And that's the one with Tariq, right?
Yeah. But, all right, love. I want to cook something real quick to eat.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Sleeping. Nah. Going kidnap. It's a kid taking a nap. Kidnap. What this little bitch. Off the screen. All fingers are
down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good decision in the end to pull and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They go play action with Hurts. And this will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this when he's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
There's a beautiful
kid. Magically. Resembling metal, metallic.
Been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped. Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive